Very good morning. The topic is introduction to backtracking and branch and bound. So, backtracking is one technique, then branch and bound is another technique. So, these two techniques are implemented or represent the solution in a one tree called state space tree. So, the representation of solution space in form of tree. So whatever solution we get in the two techniques, we are representing that solution in a tree format. What is the solution space? See, all tuples that satisfy the explicit constraints. All tuples that satisfy the explicit constraints means whatever conditions were giving in your problem. So the solution space must satisfy all those constraints. Like see, AB1. AB1 is a one tuple. AB2 is a second tuple. ACX and ACY. All these are the tuples. So in the solutions or in the state space tree, every node represents a problem state. Every node represents a problem. Apart from, so in these two techniques we are going to use the one condition or a function, bounding function, which is nothing but a condition or a constraint. So based on this condition or the constraints, we are going to represent the solution space in form of tree. For example, there are three boys. In how many ways we are arranging these three boys? Yes, 3 factorial means we get 6 possible solutions. 6 possible solutions. What are those? If I starts with boy 1, after boy 1 I can sit boy 2, then boy 3. This is the solution 1. Next solution after B1 I sit B3 and B2. This is the solution 2. So far I got 2 solutions. Next, if I sit B2, then what are my possibilities? My possibilities are B1, next B3 or B3, B1. This is the solution 3. This is the solution 4. Next solutions possible, first we sit B3, then B1 or B2 or B2 or B1. This is the solution 5. This is the solution 6. So 6 possible solutions we get. There is no bounding conditions, right? If you give a condition, what is the bounding condition? Boy 3 should not sit in the middle. Boy 3 should not sit in the middle. Means he can sit either first or last, but he should not sit in the middle, right? Let's see the possible solutions of this problem by using the given bounding conditions. I can start with B1, yes fine, B2, yes fine, so B3, yes fine. Okay, next B3. So we cannot go beyond this one. So it is violating the bounding condition. So we terminate this node because this is not a solution. So it is violating the bounding conditions, right? Right. Next one, B2. B1, right? B3, right? Next, B3. This is also violating the bounding condition. So we terminate the next one, B3, yes. B1, B2, yes. Or B2, B1, yes. So right, by using the bounding conditions, we get the 4 solutions instead of 6. So in backtracking and branch and bound, we are using the bounding conditions as a constraint. By using this, we solve the problems. Now we are representing the same solution space in form of tree, right? So initially, so if I set B1, what are my possibilities? Either B2 or B3. If I set B2, B3 is my final one, B2 is the final one, right? If I set B2 as first, so either B1 or B3. If B1 is my second one, what are the possibility? B3, here B1. If I set B3, my possibilities are either B1 or B2. If B1 is my second one, B2 is the third one. If B2 is my second one, B1 is the third one. This is the solution state space tree for the solution without bounding conditions, right? With bounding conditions, so B3 should not sit in the middle, right? B3 should not sit in the middle. Initially start with B1, then B2, so no problem. Go to one, two, three, yes, B3, fine. Next, if we sit B3, we end this one. Next one, B2, B1, no problem. B3, yes. If it is B3, we are terminating this one. Terminate this one. If B3 is sit first, no problem. So the bounding condition is satisfied. B1, B2. If B1 is my second one, B2 is the third one. Here B1 is the third one. So here the possible conditions are 1, 2, 3. First solution 1. This is okay. This is okay, and this is okay. This is okay. So total. Here 6 possible solutions are. We get here 4 solutions. We get based on the given bounding condition. Okay. Right. Then what is the difference between the backtracking and the bound branch and bound? Sorry, branch and bound. What is the difference between the backtracking and the branch and bound? So in backtracking we are using the technique called depth first search, DFS, depth first search. Okay. In branch and bound we are using the breadth first search. BFS. So in backtracking we are solving the problems like minimization problems. But in case of branch and bound, we are solving the optimization problems. So in backtracking, we are solving the minimization problems. In branch and bound, we are solving the optimization problem. So I think you know what are the optimization problems like 0 by 1 knapsack problem and traveling salesman problem. Second, traveling salesperson problem. So in case of the backtracking like n queen problem, sum of subset problems, graph coloring. Okay, sum of subset problem, graph coloring, etc. So right. So in backtracking, what we are using, we are go in depth wise. In branch and bound, we are going in the level wise. Right. Now we see the one problem regarding the backtracking. The first one is the 4 queen problem. Here our task is we have the 4 queens q1, q2, q3 and q4. So our task is right. Here our task is we have to assign each queen in each row. For example, we have to assign q1 in row 1, q2 in row 2, likewise, such that there is a bounding condition. What is the bounding condition? There is a bounding condition such that no two queens in same row, same column and same diagonal. This is the bounding condition. Okay, this is the bounding condition. Right, first start with step 1. If I place q1 in first row, first column, okay, first row, first column, what is the next possibility? In q3. So if I place q2 here in the same column, if I place in this cell the same diagonal, so in the third column there is no problem, right? So I place q2 in column 3. Clear? So here our task is we have to place each queen in each row such that no two queens are in same row, same column and same diagonal. So so far we placed q1 and q2, right? So in case of q3, if we place in q this cell same column, if we place in this cell same diagonal in the same column, so our assumption is wrong. So go back, change the place of q2, so q1 as it is. So instead of column 3 I place q2 in column 4, right? Now q3 is placed in column 2. So right here the problem with q4 is, if we place q4 in this cell, violation of same column in this diagonal in this, so go to back. So here the replace of q1, so the placing the q1 in the first column is the wrong assumption. Right? So instead of placing the q1 in the first column, I placed in the q1 in the second column. Then so there is a chance, so only chance here is by using the bounding condition I place in q2 here only. q2, right? So the next possibility in q3 in the column 1, see there is no violation. q3, next one is the q4 here. So I think this solution satisfies all the bounding conditions. This is the solution 1. This is the solution 1. So we can also get the more than one solutions in the backtracking. So just the mirror image of this one, like the q2 here, place q2 here, q4 here, q3 here, q1 here. This is also one of the solution. This is the second solution. Both are correct. So for this solution we need to draw a state space tree, right? This is the problem of 4 queen. Next video we will see the sum of subset problem. Thank you.